Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Grabbing my coffee here. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, the like button. If you're a comer backer, welcome to the channel. And me and Chloe have just been talking, and we want to say, Mama Fanny, you're in our prayers. Please get well from your illness. Now, we got an emergency crisis. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this video again. But this is big news. So I was coming across a news article. Another Great Depression if the Federal Reserve doesn't pivot. So it says the U.S. Federal Reserve have been raising interest rates aggressively in an effort to bring inflation under control, and most signs point to more hikes this year. Remember, I told you, if they keep raising the interest rates, this could cripple the economy. This is what me and Keldor and Chloe's been talking about. According to the ARK Investments, Kathy Woods could have serious consequences in a series of tweets in November. Wood compared the current situation to events that led up to the Great Depression. The Feds raised rates in 1929 to squelch financial speculation. Then in 1930, Congress passed the Smoot-Hawley bill, putting 50% tariffs on more than 20,000 goods and pushing the global economy into the Great Depression. Wood said, if the Fed does not pivot, the setup's going to be more likely 1929. Which, if you remember, me and Teldor was talking about, this happens and they don't get it under control and you get a 1929 again. This is where Chloe and I were talking today about. Chloe was sitting there. Is it true? Where Chloe and I are experts in 1929. She watched the video with me, and she couldn't believe how for 6 days or so, people were running to take money out of the bank, which the bank didn't even have, so the banks locked their doors. This is coming down the pipe. It says the super investors argued the U.S. Central Bank is ignoring deflationary signals. At the same time, she warned that the CHIPS Act, designed to support semiconductor manufacturing in the U.S. but restricts it elsewhere, could harm trade perhaps more than we understand. In December, the Fed hiked interest rates by another 50 basis points as expected. Of course, not all assets are created equal. Some, like the three listed below, might be able to perform well even if the Fed doesn't soften its hawkish stance. Banks. Most businesses fear raising interest rates, but for certain financials like banks, higher rates are a good thing. Banks lend money at higher rates than they borrow, pocketing the difference when interest rates then they borrow, pocketing the difference when interest rates increase. The spread of how much the bank earns typically widens. Bank giants are also well capitalized right now and have been returning money to shareholders. Yeah. In July, Bank of America boosted quarterly dividends by 5% to 22 cents per share. In June, Morgan Stanley announced an 11% increase to its quarterly payout to 0.775 per share, and that's after it doubled its quarterly dividends, so 70 cents per share last year. Investors can get exposure to groups through EFTs like SPDR, SP Bank, ETKBE, Investico, KB, blah, blah, blah. Essentials. If Wood is right and the Fed is cooling an economy that is already pretty chilly, we could be heading into a major recession, if not a depression. That's when unexcited sectors like consumer staples show their true worth. No one is cutting food or toilet paper or paper towels out of their monthly budget, no matter how tough it gets. Even if the Fed fails to rein in inflation, household names that make essential products can easily pass on the increased cost to consumers. Whatever happens, families will probably keep eating Life cereal from PepsiCo and cleaning their clothes with Downy from Procter & Gamble. All right, so, and then it says residential commercial real estate. Yeah. So I don't even need to go into it. What does this mean exactly? It means, for all of you out there, this could be a major depression coming. And if the banks keep if the Federal Reserve keeps raising their interest rates, and that raises the interest rates, and then it goes and basically it brings in a damaging to the banks. You see, the Federal Reserve, remember what I said. Let me grab a beer, okay? Usually I don't drink a second beer this early, but what happens? The Federal Reserve turns around, mind you. Love all you people, by the way. Turns around, mind you. And what do? They literally turn around and raise interest rates, thinking they're going to cool the recession down, right? But instead, they're spiking it and causing a depression. Go watch YouTube documentaries on the 1929 stock market crash. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. You see, everyone in this country is borrowing on credit, right? Remember what Teldor said earlier? Everyone's buying on credit, including their meats, right? Nothing is purchased by cash on the barrel anymore. So what happens? So they turn around and they literally raise interest rates. As interest rates go up, banks can't hold themselves to a T. And then banks fail. And then people find out their money is not going to be secured in the banks. They turn around and they rush out to get their money. And then the banks lock their doors. And when the banks lock the doors, no one is safe. No one's safe to get their Social Security checks. No one's safe to get their SSI checks. No one's safe to get their Veterans Administration paychecks. Nothing. And then shit hits the fan. Think about it. If they keep raising the interest rates, right? They're doing it for a reason, okay? Now, I want to watch a movie, but I'm going to sit here for a minute and explain to you with my beer in hand why they're doing what they're doing, okay? For 2 years, okay, from March of 2020 to, let's just say, March of 2023, they can't get the pandemic under control. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to be vaccination, shotsies, and you're good. And yet, people for the last 3 years, and since Chloe's back, she's probably wanting to hear my spiel on this because she's like, what? I don't understand. Is that your clothes or mine? Then you can put it away in my closet. That's what you paid for. Now, let me explain what this beer filled up. Chloe's looking at me funny. So basically, what's going on, okay? Since March, actually January, it started getting worse in March. But in January of 2020, actually December 2019, is when I'm going to use the full word. Chloe's like, yeah, that's how she does it too. Coronavirus was started to affect people in December 2019. People didn't take it seriously. Then in January 2020, got a little bigger. But by March 10th, or March 9th. That's when it started getting bigger. And that's when see, boy, he's looking at me funny. March 9th is when she went to her appointment with the psychologist and psychiatrist for Social Security that sent her. And that after that she was approved. But that was the last time Chloe's ever seen me get on a damn ferry. So let's talk about that. So mask requirement. So what does that mean exactly? Chloe's looking at me like, I love doing that. Okay, seriously. I gotta focus. So 1929, Chloe's like, get on with it. In 1929, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates because of two problems. One, the 1918 to 1921 or 22 influenza pandemic crippled the economy, and after that, it got better. But then in 1922 or 1923 to 1929, everyone was buying everything on fucking credit. Now, think of now. Okay, Chloe's like, oh, what's that infect me? You put your money into the bank. The bank turns around and loans your money out, getting another interest. Securing your money so you can have access to it. But what happens when from, let's just say, March, when they declared a pandemic, 2020. See, she's doing fun again. From March of 2020 to March of 2023, let's just go to March 2023. When certain states are saying this is bullshit, we're declaring the pandemic over, but China's still in lockdown. We have supply chain issues. And the Federal Reserve goes, oh, I'm a Republican. We're going to raise the rate. Oh, it's not going down. Right? Then what happens? Think about it. 3 years. What is people doing? Teldor said this the best. 1, they're financing the Christmas presents. 2, they're financing the cheese. Have to throw that in for Zoe. 3, they're financing their Chloes.
We'll see another stock market crash again.
I'm getting to that. 3, they financing their foods. Now, think about it. Financing from 2020 of March of 2020 to March 2023. People are financing everything. They're not prepping. Stock market could crash is why I'm doing this short video. Why? Because think of it. If the stock market takes a fucking nosedive, this is why I keep telling you fucking people to turn around and prep. Chloe's like, oh, I really got... Yeah, I mean, look. Let me make a joke of Chloe. Chloe, don't get angry. Don't get fucking green. While Chloe spends $20 a pound for ground fat goo hamburger. Sorry, had to do fat goo. It's not Wagyu. It looks like fat in a package. Thing is the American people need to not think about Wagyu. You know what I think Wagyu tastes like? A Wagyu steak tastes okay. A Wagyu hot dog tastes like shit. I was going to sit there and tell Chloe, be a nice doll since I paid cash for these and just eat them because I do not like the fucking taste of Wagyu. But she's like, I don't like beef hot dogs. I'll eat them. Anyways, the point is I'll eat them anyways. Just slap on some chili or something, right? So the point being is what's going on, right? Federal Reserve is raising interest rates. Why? Because everyone is financing everything. And no one's realizing that the more you finance, the more this could cripple the economy. Whatever happened to Pa Ingalls? Cash on the barrel. You know, what was her name? Laura? You know, Laura, you got to learn cash on the, barrel.
Holy shit.
What?
The big catalyst of Great Depression, World War II stemmed from the flu pandemic.
Yeah, here we go. Michael Landon, Charles Ingalls. You know, Laura, cash on the barrel. Little house on the prairie. But still, I love all of you. And the main thing you guys got to learn today is financing is only going to cripple the economy more. Mr. Bezos, if you need to spend money on Amazon for a TV, don't. Let Amazon fail and save your money. And when you really need your refrigerator or your TV or automobile, he's literally saying the recession, no one knows when it's going to end, you see. So,
You'd rather see people save their money than save Amazon.
look. Bezos might be a dumbass at times, but he's talking things. Bill Gates said the same thing. I mean, look, think of it. If the Federal Reserve keeps raising the rates, right, they're doing two things for it. Chloe's like, oh, well, there's going to be a Great Depression. There's a reason they want a Great Depression, you son of a bitches. 3 reasons I can think of. 1, they want to kill the burdened people of the country, the old biddies, the clobobs, and the moppy dogs. I had to throw moppy in there. The people that they consider is unworthy to live and a burden to society. And what was that one word that he say? Not viable to society. 1. 2, they want to cripple the fucking economy, block out the banks, and go to cryptocurrency so everyone can fucking turn around and have a digital currency. Chloe goes, oh, here's Chloe. I'm going to do an impersonation, Chloe. Oh, Rita, I went to the bank and the doors were locked. I can't get any money. That makes everyone in the world. Why? Because they did in 1929 and locked the banks. Fact of the matter is, we have to prepare for the worst. And yet, no one listens. Chloe sits there and says, oh, yeah, Rita, your prepping thing is stupid. I'm not going to prep because the government's going to hand me money. Well, what if the government locks up her bank account so she can't access it for a month, like they did in 1930 when FDR locked everything to change the gold standards and everything else? In my opinion, don't take a chance. Keep on prepping. Oh, let me see this. So, Cousin Camilla emailed me. I like Cousin Camilla. What did she fucking send me this time?
Come on.
Yeah. All right, so in the end, you got to ask yourself, how long are you going to stand around and realize? I mean, I think Chloe, just listening to me, realizes, could there? I mean, look, Chloe hasn't even seen what Teldor has seen lately. Let me go over Teldor's comments real quick so Chloe can catch up. You want to catch up?
Yes.
So as you heard from Pee Wee, right, it's $30 for an 8-piece chicken bucket at KFC, Chloe. What do you think of that?
We had a Great Depression. It's going to damage the global economy.
So that's the whole point of it. They want to reset. But let me tell you what Teldor says 8 hours ago, Chloe. He says, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want Chloe interrupting me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, remember when I said to prep like your life depends on it? Well, apparently there's going to be a major run on banks, meaning people in masses, droves, exoduses, are going to want to take out all their fucking money and the banks won't let you. Yeah, it affects everything, credit cards, gift cards, social security payments, SSI payments, food stamps, etc. So heed the warning, my beautiful friends, and prep like your ass depends on it. If you think I'm wrong, just ask Rita. She knows what's coming down the pipe. Exactly. Why do you think my thing popped up? And that's why I'm here again. Next one, he says, Rita, thanks for the backing, prepping channel, other Peckerwood Nugget fake channels. Okay, forget that one. Chloe doesn't need to hear that one. This one was about eggs. He almost paid $7 for a dozen eggs. And by the way, everyone, has anyone heard it? Chloe hasn't. Between December 1st and January 5th, they killed another 58 million eggs in 3 states, egg-laying hens. Why? Because of the chicken virus. So, total is
Chicken virus.
So, right now, we've lost 198 million egg-laying chickens in this country, Chloe. Yeah.
That's bad. Because my mom wouldn't care because they have chickens at the farm that lay like brown eggs and stuff.
So, what everyone is saying is, Teldor is saying, get your house in order. Chloe should realize this now. Why do you think I'm not ordering? People say, oh, Rita, have you done your scanner yet? No. No offense to the word, Chloe. Why haven't I? Well, think of what the fuck is going on in this country. We might not have enough supplies to live. That's the thing. I'm going to look at Amazon. Chloe's like, I don't trust Amazon. Guess what? I'll go get us 2 or 3 sets of towels. I want fucking green. That's what we're getting this time. Royal green, Chloe.
Okay,
I'll order towels and I'll order blankets. We should be fine. Why? Because Chloe's like, and I'm going to teach Chloe starting tomorrow. Tell him, Chloe. I'm teaching you the stickers and how to budget your balance.
Yes, I can learn how to finance my money better. I need to learn that.
I've already done it this month. By the way, I started using those stickers. Oh, and Chloe, just to let you know, I did spend some money again.
On what?
We're going to have to share it. I got a menu planner coming.
Menu planner for food?
Yes, I want to make sure we stick with our menu for the month. I like ramen myself, but
we'll do that.
Chloe, Chloe's like, you can't live on ramen alone. You know what? Chloe's right, but you know what the problem is? The other day, Chloe looked at me. Funny story, everyone. Funny story. She said to me, what's the cheapest ramen on the market? I said, oh, you remember that stuff I made you once, that roasted chicken? Oh my God, that stuff was crap, even with the bullying cube. Well, they raised it to $7 a case. Well, what's your favorite one? She's tried the pecan chicken. She likes it. She said, how much is the pecan chicken? I paid $6 a case. Currently, it's going for $22 a case. She's like, oh my God, what's with the problem? The problem is everyone wants to live on ramen, so they're stockpiling it. But then she asked me about my nong shim. She likes that once in a while, right? I got a couple boxes of nong shim black in the back that she bought herself. She's like, oh, I might do that with the food. She doesn't want to eat it every day, but she literally said, how much was that for a case? $80. Oh my God, why? Because they're scalping you for the money. Truth of the matter, don't get screwed over, people. The real truth, there you go. You know the answer why we're being screwed, how come we're being screwed, and how come it's going to be down the toilet.
One more thing.
So, for all you out there that's watching my channel, I think Chloe's realizing, and you know what? I'd like to make a statement right now. Beer or no beer in me, I want Chloe's exact opinion.
Okay.
Chloe's now realizing that we could hit a major depression. She's been prepping off and on for months. Some days she says, "Oh, I need to balance my money better." Then don't buy food at the hot bar. But this is the truth here. The truth's in the pudding. It goes like this. Hey, you don't snap at me for trying to pick you up, you little turd nugget. Come here. Why are you trying to turd nugget, you little turd nugget? Why are you trying to harm me, huh? Well, you don't want to be picked up, you little fart box? Come here.
I do. I want to be free. I want to be free.
I never heard him, by the way. He just wanted to snap when I tried to grab him. He just doesn't like to be picked up, it seems. Look at this fat
And he
schlub.
thinks he can do that with a payment.
See, he snapped so he can try to get a payment. Now, but I'm going to wash my hands for a second, and somebody don't use that word again. He's basically dancing.
Yeah. Moppy, You're a con artist.
Just to tell you people, dogs are reserved. Sometimes they can be grouchy. And him being 13 years old, he's really grouchy. But let's get to the question, okay? Chloe's mom is coming out to visit us. Does Chloe's mom even think of a Great Depression coming? What happens if she loses her farm or her horses and everything, huh? I mean, this could happen any time. People running to the bank. Are we going into another depression? I say Chloe should, I should, Pee-wee should, Fanny should, Zoe should, Teldor should, Tony should, Piper should, Higgins should. Write a journal of every day and keep a journal during the Second Great Depression 2.0 and go from there.
I'm not even going to talk to my mom about this because my mom won't believe it.
Oh, yeah. It's because her mom thinks she's better than most
She's traveling
people.
off credit is what she's doing.
See? Chloe just answered that question.
She's financing these trips.
Or is your granddad financing these trips?
They all are.
You see, this is the difference between you and me. You know what I would recommend everyone? To sit down, relax, and spend, how many seasons is it? 7? Watching Little House on the Prairie. Again. It should be on Freevee last time I checked. Where does Peacock has it? So Peacock's got Little House on the Prairie on Peacock, I think. Well, you can watch it on Freevee. Okay. I think I got to season 7 before it started getting a little stale. Freevee, yeah, I got through season 5. I got through season 6. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I got through season 7. Oh. So apparently I got to season 7, but that's as far as I got. Nope. Oh, yeah. I got to season 7. So I'd recommend hold on. How many seasons are there? There's 9 seasons. I almost completed season 7. Okay, so cash on the barrel. Think about it. You might need a recalibration of stuff. I, on the other hand, ain't drinking anymore right now because I'd like to watch a movie or TV show or something. So think about this. Now, hopefully, I don't get disturbed during my movie time for the next 3 hours and 41 minutes, and I can come back clear-headed with the fact that making collapse could happen. That's all I'm going to say to you all. So, I've done this for almost 30 minutes. You guys get the idea. Chloe knows I want to watch a movie. I just got to choose it. So, thanks for watching, everyone. And if you have any comments, please leave it nice. So here we go. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. So some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification. The thumbs up button, the subscribe button is also fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your service dogs, your service bunnies, and grandma. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep the comments nice, and God bless you in everything you do.